Alright guys, so in today's adventure, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about scrap metal, how to get it, where to acquire it, how to clean it, how to not die in the process.
It's an important one.
A very important one. Try not to get hurt and try not to die. But alright, we're going to get into this. Hold on, let me flip my camera. Alright Joe, hit it. Alright guys, so in today's video we're going to talk about scrap metal. Okay? Obviously, this is scrap metal. For you guys that watch me, it's nothing new. You know about it. You know what it is, and you know what you got. Some people don't know what they got. Alright, so number one thing you should always have is a magnet. Right, Joe? Where's my magnet, Joe? Hit that piece of stainless steel right there. Oh, poopies. If it sticks, it's lower grade. But alright, hit this piece of stainless. Oh, see, that's a piece of non-magnetic stainless. So I think my price for that is like 55 cents a pound. And that big lump that's holding it is the car battery. I get, wing this over here.
Yep.
Try to get it like back over here by this pallet, by the satellite dish. Nice bald spot. Alright. Alright guys, so that's a car battery. They're about 23 to 24 cents a pound. You know, so you want to separate everything because there's different prices for different grades. Obviously, the refrigerators, appliances, lawnmower, stuff like that, that'll all be considered tin or shred, which is the lowest grade of the ferrous metals. Highest being brake rotors, mid and anything heavy gauge steel like leaf springs or pipes or whatever, like that pipe that's stuck in there. That'd be considered short steel. It's probably got an end on it. Pick the gate up, pick the gate up, pick the gate up. Nope, we're gonna have to take it off, huh?
No, yeah, it's got an end.
Alright, so we got that piece out. Now, other things are water heaters, washers, dryers. That grill looks to be stainless steel, but it's not. Don't be fooled. They're not. Some are, most of them aren't. And then you got another big air conditioner. You take the coils out of them, any wire that's in them. Also, like this one right here, I don't know where this cheap piece of crap came from, but it's all aluminum coil, so it's not copper and aluminum. So it's less money, so you only get 40 cents a pound for the aluminum. Where an air conditioner like this one, over here, when they have the fins like this, they're a copper and aluminum fin. So these ones are $1.60 a pound. So now you can see why you get a little upset when they're all aluminum. Old barbecue grill Joe's taking off. And then you have your regular aluminum, like these chairs. Some of it has bolts in it. You either got to take it off or sell it as dirty. Or if you have a yard that doesn't really matter if there's a couple pieces, then you shouldn't worry about it. This is another air conditioner. This is a train unit. And you see it's got the, looks like a giant aluminum pipe cleaner. Those aluminum, that's all aluminum. There's no copper in that. So that's another, air conditioner that kind of stinks to have. They're the ones we don't like. But yeah, we're going to unload this truck today. I'm going to process some of these propane tanks. I'm tired of looking at them. I got more of them over there by the house. So, got to do it the old-fashioned way and beat on them with a hammer. Once it's not, 8 o'clock in the morning. Those are going on the trailer, on the other trailer, Joe. But you see there's a lot more stuff down in here I wanted to show you guys. So, separating is key. So like this right here, it's kind of hard to do one-handed and holding the phone. Can anybody guess what that is? That's an alternator. I get 45 cents a pound for them. So, instead of selling that for an electric motor, it's an alternator. Instead of throwing it off for tin or dirty aluminum. So I get 45 cents a pound for that. You could throw that in that little red tote. Also, the heavy grates like these here. Those are the heavy cast iron grates out of the grills. Those are I throw them in the bin for short steel because they're cast iron and it don't matter how small it is. And that's a blower motor, so that's got a copper motor. Now watch, because some of these motors you got to check them. The Chinese are making them so cheap now. They don't want to use copper, so they're making them out of aluminum. just because it's cheaper to process or cheaper for them to make. So when check your electric motors, Kings, because some of them are aluminum. Like a lot of the ones out of your appliances are aluminum. There's another air conditioner here. That's another aluminum finned one. I couldn't win yesterday. And this is copper and brass, baby. This is what everybody wants, other than the meth head stealing catalytic converters, right, Joe?
We were talking about that.
Yeah, so copper and brass. This whole bucket is copper and brass mix. So I got to go through it. There's more dumped down in here. But you guys want to process and break down whatever you can. Like even these lawnmowers, if you don't want them, you could take the motors off and sell them for dirty aluminum. That's all up to you guys. I mean, if you got time to do it, I would say break down what you can and scrap the rest. But all right, guys, we're going to start going here. I'm going to show you guys whatever comes off the trucks because there's stuff underneath. All right, now here's our second truck. You see we got some brake rotors down here. You can take that right out, Joe.
I'm looking for the fit since we're doing this.
Just wing it so it doesn't hit me, please. Water heater, tin shred. They weigh about between 80 to 110 pounds depending on the size. We got some of these brake rotors. So car brake rotors and the hubs, I guess, are the highest of the ferrous metals. So if your magnet sticks to it and it's thick heavy, these right here, these are aluminum A-arms and stuff, but they have steel in them. Those go for dirty aluminum. I'm getting like 18 cents a pound, which is more than your tin or shred, about 6 to 8 cents a pound. As you see, I got a pile back there. I'm starting. There's a converter. Meth heads unite. You want to look and see if there's honeycomb in it. Yep, honeycomb in it. I don't know what it is. Probably an aftermarket. Doesn't look like it has any numbers on it. Throw that to the side. I usually don't get them, but the garage, a friend of mine gave it to me. He said that they cut it off and put an aftermarket one on. So don't know exactly what that is.
All right, so here's what we were talking about before. But people say that we should take everything apart, and this has an aluminum spun motor in it. There is no copper in the motor here. There's a little bit of copper here, and if you want to get it, I guess reaching in with a big pair of whoppers and snatch it.
But you know what? There's not even a pound here. So yeah, I mean, if you guys do go crazy, you know, it just goes in the bottom of the switch panel there, and it's just connected to the bottom here. It all depends on how much time you have. You know, I'm not going to spend an hour trying to take, you know, $1 or $2 off of it. I just send it and let it go, man. I'm on volume. Man. I gotta let it go. I got more stuff to go do today. I can't be spending all day. You're hooked on the gate.
I'm hooked on everything.
You gotta pick it straight up. Yep, he's strong. All right, and now back in here again, I want to show you guys. Here's that air conditioner a little up and close. You see the coils are aluminum, even the big coil in it. Now we got more stuff down here. These are dock frames for boat docks. They hold all the stuff, the hardware for boat docks. As you see how thick it is compared to my finger. So you see how thick that is.
Thick.
Yeah, that's might be almost a half inch. Yeah. But that's all short steel. That's going to be a high price. Even like those. Let me zoom in a little bit. Even like those A-arms and stuff there, those are short steel. This is obviously, you know, it's got a bolt in it. Might not be able to get it out, but that's a piece of dirty aluminum. If I could get the stuff out fairly easy, I will. But for the most part, if it takes more than a second or two, yeah, throw them on that. Yeah, throw them down that side.
I'm trying to.
If it takes more than a second or two, I'm not going to be bothered with it. You know, if I can cut it quickly or get a screwdriver or a socket on it real quick, but that'll be. Oh, you're a winging animal, dude. Watch Joe throw rotors again. But yeah, so you always want to be looking for what the upgraded metal is, even if you got to take something apart. You know, a lot of you guys don't go through as much metal as me, and you don't do as much volume wise. You know, some of you guys do micro scrapping and stuff like that, and guys don't get a lot of material, which is fine. But just know that if you don't have the time and you don't think it's worth your time, You know, I tell people time is money. I could be doing something else. So instead of stripping out that little bit of wire and stuff, you know, I'm paying Joe $14 an hour to help me. So I got to turn and burn as much as I can, because it doesn't pay for me to, you know, for me and him to make $10 in a little bit of crap in an hour. I can't do it. $10 is not gonna. It's not even gonna cover his pay. Yeah, he probably doesn't mind because it's easier. But flip it right on.
Yeah.
Yeah, flip it right on here. We'll strip it on here. It's one of those external units, so there's no sealed unit in it. It's just aluminum. It's just the aluminum cores. That's why I said to him. I said, I've never seen one like that. He goes, dude,
this is crazy.
There's no sealed unit in it. It's just an aluminum. It's just aluminum cores. They had a separate unit. That was on. No, that was on top of a building. It was like a small rooftop air conditioner, and there was 3 of them. He said this one was messed up, so they left the other 2. And there's one central compressor pump that runs both units, or the 2 units. But just set it down. I don't know why you're going so balls deep.
Just gotta put something past it.
Perfect. All right, guys. So we're rocking and rolling. I just wanted to show you guys. You know, that's dirty aluminum, Joe. But yeah, this is all the stuff I picked up yesterday. Only in a couple stops. I got an oil tank, some other stuff to pick up today. But it's not even 9 o'clock in the morning, and we're just unloading the trucks from what I did yesterday. I gave Joe the day off. My daughter had a dentist appointment, so. And then Tuesday was Tuesday. I had a half a day. Me and Joe went to the scrapyard Tuesday morning, and then I had an appointment to get my wife's new Honda Accord serviced, and it had a recall issue, which only took an hour to do. It was just the software programming. But yeah, I think we're gonna bring some lawnmowers and stuff to my buddy John today, who buys them. And I don't think we're gonna go too much into it. Like I said, I got a couple little stops to pick up, and I think we're just gonna bring stuff to him. I don't know what the hell that is, Joe.
It's the burners for the.
Keep that ceiling fan motor too.
Okay.
I'll take the little fins off it, and I'll buy that. But all right, guys. As you see, man, we're sweating already today. It's about 90 degrees out this morning already. Maybe not 90, maybe 80, 85. But the humidity in the dew point is so high, it's disgusting.
You take that as short with the U joints in it?
Yeah, they'll take that as short.
Oh, okay, that's short.
But yeah, I'll show you this. You know, got some more copper going. Short steel starting to pile up. I'm holding all my short steel for when prices go higher. We're over here. I got to do these propane tanks over here. I got to take all the valves out of them. So they will take propane tanks. You just got to turn the valve out of them. And I got a dozen of them. There's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I have 14 of them. So we're going to take the brass valves out of them. But even that, you know, you're still getting the brass out of them. So, and each tank weighs about, 25 pounds. So there's some weight there. Oh, that's the only one I had that was full. Joe's going to take that and use it on his barbecue.
Out of fuel in the middle of making burgers the other day.
Yeah, and you never want to be out of propane when you're cooking. But I always have two. One is full usually, and the other one's always empty. So I usually got to fill one. But all right, guys, this is just the start of the day. You know, it's Thursday, and you guys will see this video later today. If you guys watch to the end of the video and you have any questions, a lot of you guys that watch my videos already know this stuff, but this is for the people who asked all the questions, and I'm always getting new subscribers. People always ask me questions about scrap metal and what different grades are and how do you do it and everything. You know, you want to make more money, you want to be successful at scrap metal? Friends, neighbors, relatives, people you know, other people you work with, you know, people you go to church with, you know, people at the fire department, anybody that you know, just say, hey man, I'm picking up scrap metal. You have anything to get rid of? People will always have something to get rid of. And if you say, yeah, I'll take it for free. Hey, I got a wash machine. I got a riding lawnmower. I got some pipe. I got some fence. I got this and that. You know, people will always have something to get rid of. And post on Facebook. You know, Facebook to all your Facebook friends, because a lot of you have a lot of friends, you know, in your town or whatever. And people that befriend are people in garages, people who do body work, real estate people. They're always looking for people to do house cleanouts or haul away a couch or something for extra cash. You will get more and more customers. And once you start getting known, you know, you guys that just drive around in the city areas and pick up scrap, you're fighting and you're competing with everybody else who's out on that garbage day. which is not. You might get some stuff, but it's not
That's
not ideal. What you want to do is you want to be known as to people, to somebody. Oh, hey, call this guy. Hey, oh, you got stuff to get rid of? I'd call this dude. And once you're that scrap guy, like everybody knows me as Mike the Scrap Guy, and that's what it is. Or some people call me in a couple communities I go to. I'm known as Metal Mike. They call me Metal Mike. I don't know. They call my phone. Hey, Metal Mike, can you come pick stuff up? Perfect. But all right, guys, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video. We're going to be working and doing stuff. I just wanted to get a video out because I noticed my other videos got about 1,000 views and then stopped. But all right, guys, remember to keep on scrapping. Right, Joe?